What's up, dudes? Sorry for being shirtless, but it's fucking hot outside, and if I turn on the AC, you guys won't be able to hear anything. So, just bear with me. Bare-chested with me. Probably gonna get some hate mail about it. Not hate mail, but I mean, most people are probably gonna say I'm fucking retarded or something because of this one. It's a magma review, and I know everybody loves the magma experience. Oh my god, the magma, the flavor, oh my god. For me, sorry, it's a really good looking atomizer. Let me get this off here. Been using it on my brass stingray. It's a really good looking. This is the clone, by the way. This is the clone. This is not the authentic. But as far as I can tell, or I can see from pictures, I haven't tried the authentic, but this is pretty much dead on. I mean, the machining on this, perfect. The finish, the look, everything's great about this. It's a nice hefty piece. Really, it says Paradigm here, which is the company that makes the magma. It says magma on the front. You got your adjustable ring that you can't turn when the top part is screwed down, but who gives a fuck. Once you have your airflow set, you're just gonna leave it there anyway. But when you unscrew it to fill it, I don't know if the authentic is like this, but the ring is loosey-goosey. Just spins and spins. It's a nice. It's still a very nice fit. But when you screw your top back on, you have to hold the ring. Otherwise, when you're screwing it back, the top back on, the ring will spin. So you have to hold on to it. And that's one of the things I don't like. You have to unscrew it to refill it. I know some people are just gonna say, hey, you can just like fill it through the hole there. Doesn't work for me. If I do that, juice just comes pouring straight through the holes here. And it's not because of my wicking. I've wicked it 4 or 5 different ways. Anyway, there's really not any room for wicking error on this thing. Zoom on the camera fucking sucks, sorry. Here's your airflow. Here's the wicking. Goes straight through down the channels here. The channels. This isn't a tank, but I mean the well. Goes down, touches just enough to touch the base of the well. There's no wick obstructing the airflow there. Anyway, then you can put it in a single coil mode, dual coil mode. I always use dual coil. I don't screw around with single coils. Ain't got no time for that. Ain't got no time for no single coil action. So, yeah, it looks good. It's really nicely done. I don't like the fact that you have to unscrew it. I don't like the fact that you have to hold the ring down so it doesn't move while you're unscrewing and screwing it back on. I don't like the fact that when you try to just drip from the top here, it just leaks down my fucking fingers. Everybody's saying that, my god, the flavor! What flavor? I mean, it's good flavor. It's not any better than like distilled air or the TOBH or Toba or whatever you want to call it. It's not better than this IGO-M. It's Patriot, Fogger. You know, this to me is like taking the airflow and flavor from a Fogger V4, but taking away the tank capacity. That's really what it reminds me of. It feels like the same kind of airflow. Let me just check the holes on here. The holes on the Magma are slightly bigger, maybe a little more airflow than the Fogger. But to me it's a really similar vape to the Fogger V4, but without the tank, without the convenience of the tank. And you look at all the reviews and people, you can put like 35, 40 drops of juice in this thing. Yeah, maybe when the cotton is dry, completely dry, when you wick it at first, but once the cotton is saturated, at most I can get maybe 20 drops, usually more around like 16, 17 drops. And in my other RDAs, I'm usually around like, it will vary from atomizers to atomizers, but usually around from 9 to 12 drops. So really you're just like getting maybe 5, 6, 7 extra drops in this thing. I was expecting really like put 40 drops in this, just vape for like 15, 20 minutes. Nah. In fact, let me fill it right now. See how many hits I get off this. This dual coil setup I've got right here is I've got a 26 gauge twisted, 4 wraps. I think it's around 0.29. Now this is, I just filled it right up to the brim. If I put another drop in there, this shit's gonna leak all over my fingers from the air holes. Got it set to the widest airflow. Let's see here. Now you have to wait a few seconds because you can feel you're going to get a dry hit if you don't give it enough time for the juice to run back up the wick, the well. Give it a little more time, a little more time. Maybe there's still a little bit of juice in there. I know some of you are going to say, well, maybe your build is just too low of a ohm for this kind of atomizer. It might be. I'll try other builds in here for sure. I see most people seem to enjoy it more around like 0.5 or 0.6, even 0.7 ohms. But to me, if I'm going to be vaping at 0.6 and 0.7, I might as well just be vaping in a K-Fun or a Fogger or whatever. That may be just me though. For my everyday like drippers, I like between 0.2 and at max 0.3. That's my range. 0.2 to 0.3 ohms is perfect for me. But in my tanks, obviously you don't want to build like a 0.2 ohm atomizer on a K-Fun or even on a Fogger. Fogger I keep it around 0.4, between 0.4 and 0.5. K-Fun's 0.7 is the lowest I'd go because of that insulator. You don't want to melt that insulator in there. And anyways, it's just too hot of a vape, at least for my liking, below 0.7 on a K-Fun. I've tried it though, but yeah, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9 on a K-Fun or a Russian 91, which is pretty much the same fucking thing. But on a dripper, I want to be able to, like, my vape's 0.2 to 0.3. And this is 0.29. So that's pretty much... The cap gets really hot because this chamber is really small. I guess that's why everybody's saying this is such a flavorful atomizer, because the chamber is really small and it's domed. It's all nicely domed. The machining is great. It's nicely domed inside. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's really a nice dome shape. This is supposed to help with the flavor. I do agree that flavors taste ever so slightly different in this atomizer than they do on other atomizers, but saying it's better, I don't know. To me, it's just slightly different, not better. Not worse though. Dry as a motherfucker. All right, well, I didn't count. I didn't even count how many hits I got off. A dozen maybe, and it's dry. So yeah, it does last a little bit longer than your standard atomizer. But I'm still gonna use it. I'm still gonna keep it. I think it's a nice looking atomizer. I think it's well done. I think it's a nice piece. And for the clones, they're not going for much, like around 15, 20, 25 bucks. You can find them. Totally worth it. But, well, totally worth it. Yeah, at that price, yeah, why not? Get one. It's nice. Looks good. Feels good. But I'm not getting that magma experience that everybody's talking about. The flavor's so nice. You can put so many drops in there. Nah, a few drops more. Flavor's slightly different. Not really all that better. Not worse. I'm just rambling on at this point. So, and yeah, if I fill it from the top, it leaks. If I want to open it, I gotta unscrew the damn thing, hold the ring down, make sure I'm all lined up nice and hold it tight, screw it back down. It is what it is. I like it, but it's really not the great experience everybody was raving about. At least not for me. I'm probably gonna get some replies or comments or emails or whatever that I'm nuts or I'm not doing something that I should be doing. Whatever. If you got tips for making this better, aside from building a lower ohm build on here, coils, well, I'm gonna try it anyway, maybe around 0.4, 0.5, but 0.4, 0.5 for me, it's not gonna be a satisfying vape. Well, it's satisfying, yeah, like enough to not want to have a cigarette, maybe, but like on a tank. I use the tanks in cars or when it's too inconvenient to drip, but most of the time I'm just on a dripper, and 0.4 for me, 0.5 on a dripper is just too high. It's not, I'll just be vaping on it and saying, I wish I had my Stellaire or whatever, or Zenith with me. Well, not much else to say about this one. Sorry to disappoint, I guess, but it's just my opinion. No one cares. No one cares. Everybody has their own opinion. This is just mine. Take it easy, guys. Vape on. Have a good one.